So I went and got my hair done today, and me and my hairdresser are roughly the same age. And I feel like one of the conversations we always have with each other is about diet or things we're trying or exercise or what's working, what's not working. And that leads me to just share with you guys what I have been doing. So, just so you guys know, I'm 41, and my hairdresser is also in her 40s. And you reach a certain age, ladies, when things just, the weight doesn't fall off and the body doesn't tighten up how it once did or as quickly as it did. And because I've tried a variety of things, I've tried challenges that shed the weight for a while and then it comes back. I've tried keto diet, which for me personally made me like crash, and like I had to have some carbs. It was like it was wearing my immune system down. And I'm not saying that they don't work for other people. I'm just saying that over the years, I've had to kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. And I have some supplements that have really worked well for me. I've had some challenges that really work well for me, but then it's like what happens after that. And so, although some of you who maybe have worked a little harder on this and have figured it out, I've come to the conclusion with my body that I have to get my eating habits right. And I say eating habits because it's so hard to do it right and then it fall off. And what I decided I was going to do, maybe last quarter of last year, maybe a little before that, but I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to get a handle on the food that I ate. And I knew that throughout the journey, I would have to be able to have a cheat day or cheat moments, because I think part of my issue was longing for that and then not having it, but still I had made progress. And so it was, I don't really know if I'm explaining it well, but what I can tell you is I am down. I fluctuate between 10 and 15 pounds, and I think another 5 pounds consistently. So, like, for all of next week, I have to be down those 5 pounds too. But then for myself, I'll feel like, okay, I have changed my diet enough because I can feel my body kind of changing or shaping different. I have kind of aversions to food, and I'm not taking anything to cause that to happen. It's just I started eating cleaner and healthier and being a little more mindful of what I was eating. And so over time, I'm a big believer that 40 days is the mark, right? Like that's when you've made a new habit and you can probably sustain it, which had been my goal. And then I decided to tie it to a certain amount of weight I would like to lose, because if I can make that my base and then I learned from there, that I felt like I could actually manage it and figure it out. So my goal, once like I said, lose 5 more and keep it off for a week without it fluctuating back and forth, then I'm going to start back with the daily exercise, the walking. It's really the only goal I have is to get at least 20 minutes of activity. But I haven't been focused on that because I've learned if I focus on too much, like I'm just going to fall off the wagon, and this has to become more of a long-term thing than a right now thing, if I want it to last and if I want it to sustain itself. So that was a lot of my conversation mid-afternoon today, and it was really nice to kind of talk real life over with somebody who's also had kids, who also works, who also like being at home and making meals all the time is not like what we do in our lives, and not that maybe we don't want to become more mindful of it, but we have to figure it out. So just sharing that journey a little bit and what I'm doing and what seems to be working, and just some rationale behind why I decided to do it that way. And for those of you who don't know, I run a couple businesses. I'm on here. I'm Auctioneer Heather. I'm a real estate agent broker with EXP, and then I'm also an auctioneer where we do estate auctions, fundraising auctions, real estate auctions, and I raise 3 kids. 2 teenagers and 1 in 2nd grade, and I'm married to a husband who works shift work. So my days are never the same, but that doesn't mean that I don't need to figure out how to manage my own health. God bless.